love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man. I love you, black man.
If it ain't dark, there ain't no spark.
So why black man over white man?
Honestly, I feel like it's just like the charm, the swag.
Fetishization of Black Men.
We got 2 Michael B. Jordans. When I saw that, I was like, Nikki B. Jerkin. Because that was awesome. I'm sorry, Michael.
Did your mom get uncomfortable when women openly lust after you?
I think by now she's used to it, so she just gives a little eye roll and just kind of keeps it pushed.
Everyone's always talking about the over-sexualization of our women in the media, and that—
Hold on, man. You need to change your microphone, gang. That looks too crazy, bro. I mean, me personally, what is this? And why is it so close to your lips? We need to figure that out, brother. We need to figure that out. I know you're an upcoming YouTuber. You're new to this. I'm gonna give you a shout out, man, because, you know, look like your video doing all right. 3,000 subs, but brother, you gotta change that mic. Got to. That's nasty, nasty work, man. The fuck is that? All right, let's continue.
as we should, we gotta call out the weird, freakish behavior going on in the world. I already made my Generation of Less series, so now we're on to a more general, usually overlooked topic with black men. What's less talked about is how
Nigga
black
got
men
the
are
pink
prone to
Johnson
something
next to
eerily
his
similar,
lip.
just with different packaging. There isn't simply attraction or any type of love. It's more so focused on controlling and creating fear while dampening reality. And if you're a young black man online, you already know what I'm referring to when I speak on the fetishization of black men. This is not the new. The hypersexual, dangerous
What's
image
good,
of black
Angelo?
men was rooted since the slave times, spreading colonial fear and white supremacy. We got the Mandingo stereotype stemming from the 19th century, dehumanizing us black people. We got a new term out called like blood shark, for anyone outside the race that chooses to be with a black person. Then we got the criminalization of black male desire. You know, being with a black man is considered a sin in some households. Basically, the black body was always policed or fetishized and rarely seen as human. Amazing example of this is the corn industry. The most popular niche genres of the industry is still BBC, and I think Latinas. I didn't do a Google search, but I know this is factual. Even outside of the assimilation of black culture, or just spamming the N-word whenever these people please, the other people I'm talking about, people outside the race, I feel, pretend to know more than they actually do. And just the industry itself just be beastifying us, to make us out to be these sexual creatures in like this nasty way. Essentially giving this idea that every black man is a sex magician or some shit, which is not even true and is just sick work. But it's what's been fed for centuries. And a perfect example is in Get Out. I love that movie because it shows exactly what this—
Yeah, Get Out was honestly such an amazing movie. Chat, right now, out of all of Jordan Peele's films, which one was the best? I think Get Out was the best. And I think Us was a great follow-up. The rest were just, still good, but But Get Out was fire.
Could look like. Almost like your skin is some rarity to anyone outside the race, something that they need to control, have, or obtain, as if we're trophies or an achievement. And it goes both ways, because y'all raccoons love spamming the Snow Bunny Forever line. Now, I'm not like y'all, I would date any race. However, to glorify the idea of one race being a better fit for a relationship than the other is always going to be weird to me. I understand cultural differences, but race is a literal construct. The idea that one race will be better in dating than a whole other race is fully based on stereotypes. There's this idea of Caucasians and purity that's been here since the beginning of time. Us black folk gotta stop praising this Snow Bunny rhetoric because, simply put, it's just a woman whose skin is different than yours. The same way with us being black, it doesn't make us monstrous freak beast of nature. The music industry loves to puppeteer us. Look at the way rappers are marketed. They are always shirtless, sexual, aggressive, or some type of dominant type of individual over and over again. And the industry decides who goes up, and y'all know that. So with every new face is an agenda to be pushed to further portray us black people as one way or another. Another example, J. Cole has a song called GOMD, or Get Off My Dick. But in the song, I quote, "Why every rich black gotta be famous? Why every broke black gotta be brainless?" And that's facts. The idea is they sell masculinity using a lot of black culture, but only use one kind of masculinity. So then there's this idea of like nonchalant dreadheads and yeah, I got locks, if y'all didn't know, and YNs, and all types of stupid terms to box us in this idea. The majority of black people don't even fit these stereotypes. If you ever been around more than 5 of us, you know that. So I hate this idea that black people have to perform to be validated or have real attraction.
What I think is definitely true, you know, obviously I'm cracking some jokes and shit, but on some real shit, as a black man growing up, you do have to kind of find your way, because it's tough, man. You know, if you're not trying to be an athlete, a rapper, or an actor, or just some type of celebrity, it is a weird thing to navigate because people will call you weird. Like, oh, you're black. You're supposed to be super athletic. You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be that. And it's kind of like this weird box that they try to put you in. But I encourage y'all to always, just kind of push to be yourself, man, and gravitate to the things that you genuinely are interested in, not just because of what you feel like you're supposed to do because of society and shit. Before we get back into the video, if you're in need of some easy free money, there's this app called Free Cash where they pay you money to play their video games. If you click the link in the description or scan my QR code on the screen, you'll be able to download the app and choose which games you want to play that are actually fun to make easy free money, bro. These apps are paying people to test out their games, so that's just how the system works, so you can make this free easy money. I'll show you guys right here. Plenty of people are telling me they're making an easy 5, 10, 20, some even hundreds of dollars extra a month. It's all transparent. It's not a scam. And they really do pay you the money through methods like PayPal, gift cards, whatever you need to cash out, they got you. So if you need the extra money and you like video games, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen and get yourself some free extra money. Let's get right back into the video.
Or else they're just lame and bummy. And this is from what I see online. I know it's not everybody. Now, in the streaming culture too, you can see.
And that's why I love like content creators in general, because people like Corey Kenshin who get to be themselves and, hey, I just like video games and anime and I'm kind of quirky here and there, and that's just what it is. And I've risen to the heights of fame just being myself. So that's why people love Corey, because he represents that, to the bone. Like, I am the stereotypical, oh, you're not black enough type of guy, but here he is crushing it, doing everything that everybody says that he shouldn't be able to do. So W Corey, man, because I feel like he's somebody that really, is progressive in that world and pushing that forward. And it's dope to see, whether he knows it or not. I'm sure he does, but like, I'm sure he's just being himself. And that's what I always push to y'all. Just be genuine, be yourself. And don't be afraid to try new things. Like, also don't feel weird for playing sports and shit if that's what you want to do. But just always be real with yourself. Am I doing this because this is who I am as a person? Or if I'm just like, trying to fit in.
This, the monkey app creators, even Omegle just straight racism on that shit. And even the viral Riz moments. The content is mainly black people, and we already know why it goes viral. It's often rooted in how attractive the guy is, how smooth he talks, and how much black he is on a scale from 1 to 10. And it's just shallow performance rewarded. In the dating culture, there's fetishization on apps. Like,
I've always wanted to be with a black guy.
Best believe I'm not innocent. I have asked a non-black person if they've ever been with a black person, and it was a very revealing conversation, to say the least. But black men are both desired and rejected based on the same stereotype in movies and shows. It's rarely the soft black guy, rarely the intellectual that gets praised. For some reason, he gotta be an athlete, a thug, or a protector, never the poet. Let It Shine, I love that movie because this was pretty good black representation, except he was also a rapper. So, actually, yeah, never mind. Forget what I was saying. It's always some layer, some chunk of subtle stereotyping to make us seem more like this than that. We get taught early on that your body is your power, your strength, and that your size and your voice is all in ties with that. In most black lineage, genes are insane. My cousin, for example, he's hella strong, shout out you, and he tells me he be concerned about people downplaying his physique because, of that one line, oh, he's black, it's easy for him to get in shape, whatever, what they be saying. Some people lean into it and you'll get respect, but not depth. For most black people, this validation feels good. It's like the little ounce most of y'all get by being appropriated to this kind of treatment, and the algorithm always rewards it. It's easy to monetize a stereotype, but the cost is your full identity. You stop being you, you become content, you become a piece of meat, and you can't tell.
And this is where I gotta stop you though, young brother. It's like, while what you're saying may be true, yeah, I don't feel like a piece of meat, nigga. I don't give like, you know what I mean? People can genuinely like to do what they do too. Is every athlete ever just a piece of meat that's just playing into a stereotype, or do they actually like to play basketball? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do they actually like to play football? So while it is cool to be conscious of this shit, but to just say that is everybody's reality, is also a stretch.
With a straight face, you enjoy being objectified, because that is not a good thing at all. I've benefited from this too. Like I've said, I have locks and I am black. I've played the game, whether through looks, confidence, presence. I've done it all, and I've consumed the content. I'm not above this. But I've also seen how it traps us. You get love, quote unquote, but not respect. And with the way the world's going, I do not want to play this game anymore. I'm not some fetish. Like, what the hell? You get seen, but you're never really heard. You get wanted, but you're never really understood. When mental health is connected to your attraction, rejection hits deeper. That's why we got so many snow bunny warriors out here. They was too proper for certain people and maybe too urban for others. So they just play their role. We see this Piper Raquel girl.
I hate y'all niggas,
and cussing that streamer
just
son.
because my battery, I didn't even bring up Dior. Y'all niggas are bringing up Dior. My battery died.
Breaking, and I guess going against the norm because it fuels more people to either rage or love or both. Be with who you want to be with, not because you can get a reaction from it, whether it's your family or friends. Don't be hiding us, and don't be using us for an image either. That's really the ghetto part. In relationships, some people don't even know you. They just know your mask. The real world threat is being seen as hypersexual, and that has always been very dangerous. Ask Emmett Till's legacy. Ask the Central Park 5. Ask any black men falsely accused. We see it happen time and time again. It's like playing the fence. Like, yeah, he's black, he's strong, etc., but then he's also dangerous and big. Like, pick a side, bro.
You could tell he's young speaking this shit. But what I will say is like, that's why me personally, we just talked about this. I don't really fuck with dating people that don't got no debt. Because the only people that feel like this are people that ain't got no debt. They ain't have no adversity. They ain't never been through nothing. And when I'm looking for my partner and I'm talking to someone as a black man, my partner, I don't really discriminate by races. I really don't give a fuck. But in general, it's like, if you ain't got no depth, you ain't got no versatility, you ain't been through nothing, you ain't got no culture to you, we can't relate. We can't relate. And I can tell, like, where he's speaking from, he's just young and he's probably just around a bunch of motherfuckers that don't really relate to him as a black man.
It isn't about men versus women.
Berto discriminate through personality for real. I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's I guess. I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
Black women are over-sexualized systemically. We already know as a whole we barely get any love. Real love, not fetishization, not fantasization. But that's not love. But acknowledging one harm does not erase the other. I was going to drop this on Valentine's, but nah, this isn't love. This is just strange behavior that needs to stop.
What you're saying is true, though, young blood. I just called a nigga young blood. Damn it. I might have just solidified myself as an old nigga calling a young nigga young blood. Just rolled off the tongue, too. Didn't even think about it. That ass called him young blood, bro. Damn. Anyways, what I was going to say is, fuck, now everybody's calling me Unc. God damn it. But what I was going to say is, bro, he probably like him some white girls, bro. He around a whole bunch of white girls. That's why he feel this way. Cause yeah, of course they fetishizing you, nigga. They mommy and daddies told him that they can't bring a black boy home. So what are they gonna do? They want to go date a black boy.
It's not a contest, it's a pattern, and we're all in it together. Black men can be soft-spoken. Black men can be soft-spoken, intellectual, vulnerable, non-sexual, and still powerful. The solution was never censorship. There are more ways to be, more ways to exist, more ways to be loved. Black or not, it's not about he versus she. It's not about black versus white. Bro, we're all struggling in our own ways. Black people especially. Respect could be the bare minimum, and we still can't get it. Next time you see a black man go viral, ask yourself, what version of him are they showing? And if you're a black man, ask yourself, what parts of me have I silenced to be accepted? Look what the fuck I got on. I got a quarter zip. I got glasses on. Like, I'm just doing whatever the hell I want. I don't care. But yeah, we don't need to play smaller roles to be seen. We just need to become the version of us they haven't imagined yet. You feel me? Thank you.
Word. I mean, I think there's some truth to what he's saying, but at the same time, I think he's young and don't really know shit for real. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, bro. You know, it's still a good conversation. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you in the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.